I'm in a cul-de-sac right now, South Vernon, a nice tight little affordably priced area in Vernon. And these houses in behind me back right onto the Fulton School. So you have two schools right close by. It's a nice family-friendly neighborhood. Let's do a walkthrough and a discussion about this area right now. I'm Lisa Salt with RE/MAX Vernon Salt Fowler. Here we go. South Vernon doesn't always get the hype, but for a lot of buyers, it quietly checks more boxes than almost anywhere else in the city. So where is South Vernon? It sits below Mission Hill, and then it's closer to town than Okanagan Landing, and then, of course, on the other side of downtown. So you're close to pretty much everything. You're close to schools, you're close to parks, you're close to shopping, medical services, bus route, the whole deal. And here's something really important if you're relocating to Vernon. South Vernon is completely flat. No hills, no steep driveways, no winding mountain roads, and you still get beautiful mountain views from below, but you won't get lake views here because you're on the flat. What you gain instead is easy living. Winter driving is simpler. Walking is easier. Your kids are right next door to the school, so no school buses are driving. They can easily walk or they can ride their bikes. Super simple. Day-to-day life just works easier. Now, the feel of South Vernon, it kind of feels lived in. It feels established and comfortable. It's not a tourist area. Don't think of it like that. It's not a vacation home neighborhood. It's places where people live full-time. Families, downsizers, first-time buyers, investors, things like that. People who value convenience and practicality over flash. Now, for the homes and housing, South Vernon offers a lot of variety. You'll find single-family homes, including some bungalows, split levels. You'll get a good selection of duplexes here as well, plus some row houses where there are 4 attached homes in a row, making them even more affordable. And then, of course, 4plexes, 2 where you have the 2 units on top, a duplex, and then 2 in the basement. Lots are generally flat, driveways are flat. That's a big deal for many buyers, like we already said. There's also townhouses, strata properties, popular again with downsizers and buyers that maybe want a little bit lower maintenance. There's lots of apartments, lots of those for renters, lots of rentals here, quite a few rental properties that attract first-time buyers and investors and maybe some retirees as well. And this variety is one reason that South Vernon stays in demand and also why it stays affordable. The units are on average a bit smaller than in other areas of town. Now, a huge reason people buy here is the schools. Schools, I would say, would be the biggest draws to South Vernon. You have Fulton Secondary right next door serving grades 8 through 12, major hub school, and a big reason families choose this area. Fulton is also right alongside Graham Park, but we'll talk about that in a minute. You also have Ellison Elementary, which is well located right next door, really, to Fulton and just across the road. Well located, very convenient for your daily routines. And if you have younger kids and older kids, both schools are right there. So for many families, Graham Park, it feels like kind of an extension to their backyard. There's many houses that literally their cul-de-sac backs onto Graham Park, and there's a walkway through those cul-de-sacs actually to get to the park and through the park to the schools. Super convenient for families. And that leads us to parks and recreation in the South Vernon area. It's really strong for recreation. Like I say, Graham Park, major green space, used daily by families. And of course, all the kids that are going to Fulton School. Then right down the road is Marshall Field. It's a 3-minute drive, huge for sports like soccer and baseball and pickleball activities and community events, all those sorts of things. And it has an off-leash dog park, very important. You're also only about 5 minutes to Kin Beach and Okanagan Lake as well. So while you don't have those lake views, you still get easy lake access without paying those lakefront prices and lakefront taxes. Polson Park, also very close, one of Vernon's most beloved parks for walking and relaxing. And then right in South Vernon, there's a little park, South Vernon Park, I think it's called. So it's a nice little area there, some green space, and a little kids' playground area. Now let's talk about the affordability, because affordability is a huge reason buyers choose South Vernon. Compared to those hillside or lakeview areas like East Hill or even Mission Hill, you can often get more home for your money here in South Vernon. Now, one thing we do have to talk about here is a sewage plant. Buyers sometimes ask, what about the sewage treatment plant nearby? And the reality is this, upgrades to that facility have made a huge difference. You don't even smell it anymore. So that's a great thing for the area. I mean, obviously, huge thing for the area. And for most residents, it's simply not noticeable in everyday life. Now let's talk about the creek. One of South Vernon's most underrated features is that Vernon Creek runs right through the area on its way to Okanagan Lake. So homes that back onto the creek feel greener, quieter, more private. It's just that little piece of serenity. Adds a nature feel that surprises actually a lot of buyers just how nice it is, especially given how central the South Vernon area is to downtown and schools, etc. South Vernon doesn't have dramatic hills or lake views, like we talked about, it's on the flat, but what it offers instead is flat terrain, strong schools within walking distance, great parks nearby, bus route right on the bus route, easy lake access, easy park access. You're close to downtown and it offers real value. And that's it for South Vernon. Make sure to watch our video on Mission Hill, which is just up the road from here and also has a nice assortment of more affordable houses.